What's up, everyone? Welcome back to MLG Heart of the Swarm Exhibitions. This is day number 3 of this thing we've been doing. On Monday, we had King of the Hill. Tuesday, we had a 2v2v2v2v2, 4 twos. I'm terrible at counting while counting. On Wednesday, today, we're having some free-for-all action. It's been a lot of fun. Game 1 was amazing, in my personal opinion. What about your personal opinions?
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel validated in my belief that Ravens are insanely good at game. Because Dragon literally won that game.
They're good.
Like, I mean, he was Seeker missiling single Marines.
Yeah.
But because nobody was mining for a long time, like, eventually you kill the Marines.
Yeah.
Like, eventually you kill everything, right?
Yeah.
You just keep killing stuff for energy. I mean, Infestors can do the same thing, but Terran has the advantage that you can couple your Ravens with Siege Tanks, which, of course, make Infestors kind of worthless. So. I think that's a pretty good late game composition. I would like to see some emotes though, just because they're so cool.
Yes.
I mean, like
isn't Hunter Seeker that? Isn't Hunter Seeker that?
But it's a weaker version of Emoto because they can dodge it. It has more range though.
That's true.
I mean, but it comes on a faster unit that's cheaper. So Emoto is like if you get both, it looks super cool because you see a lot of different explosions. Like what's bigger than 5 explosions? Better than that is 10 explosions, right? So
yes,
just get 5
bigger
Ravens.
Just incorporate 10
yeah.
ghosts. Get 10 ghost academies.
10 nukes.
10 nukes.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna see. All right, I'm gonna say everyone Terran nukes only.
Everyone Terran nukes only. You have to kill the ghosts cannot attack. This will be a custom map we're gonna make.
Yeah.
It's being called Nuke Fest. You can only make SCVs and ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts lose their attack.
Yes.
So you can only launch nukes.
Yes.
And buildings cannot lift because or else you get hide them in the corners and stuff.
True.
And
that'd be
so buildings can't dodge nukes. So the only thing you can do is you can run your SCVs away, and the problem is once you launch enough nukes, you're gonna lose that command center. So then you got to rebuild that. So it's gonna be a race of building expansions and then making sure you don't lose them.
Yeah. While
nukes kill everything.
I like it. That's brilliant. We should definitely make that happen. Right now, I'm trying to get these players situated in the lobby here. We have some newcomers. Vibe from Root Gaming has decided to participate, and we also have Rise from Complexity. And I think we might be ready to. Should I just?
There's 8 players. Rise. There's no space. Or no, he's at the top. Yeah, we got him. Let's do it.
Start game.
Fire it up. So let's check at the race distribution. We got a random, a Protoss, a Zerg, a Protoss, a Zerg, a Protoss, a Terran. A Terran.
It's even.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
It can't be with 8 spots.
I know, but one's random.
That's still 7. It still can't be even.
Dang it.
There's 3 Protoss, 2 Terrans, 2 Zergs.
Okay.
So if the random is not a Protoss, it'll be pretty. It'll be as close.
If there are 2 randoms, it'd be even.
Yes, if there are 2 randoms, you can make it even.
Instead of
2 of every race.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd actually be really cool.
All right, here's our map.
Oh, you know what we should do? You ever watch those Brood War race wars?
No.
So everyone goes random.
Yeah.
And they get in a game, and then it automatically aligns everyone to the same race. So like you could have like if it's random luck, it could end up being like 3 Protoss, 3 Zergs, and 2 Terrans. But then the Terrans will get teamed less because everyone realizes there's only 2 of them, so it kind of balances out.
Oh. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's like 5-1 race, but the odds of that happening are pretty low. So. And even then, at least it's a fast game.
Sasquatch, well, where do you spawn, Kevin? For scientific purposes, QXC saying bottom right, yo. And that's actually where he spawned.
Yes, he's not lying.
I like it.
Oh, Dragon and QXC are both potential victims of Sasquatch's 7-pool. Except he's not doing this game.
No, he's not. And, like, I just realized I meant to not let him play because he always 6 pulls. It's okay. I think, like, based on last game, he realized, all right, maybe that's not.
Maybe you shouldn't 6-pull in a free-for-all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're playing real life and you just send all your nukes to one country, then other countries will kill you, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
That,
or it's
if you're playing real life, you're right.
Exactly. If you're playing real life, it's a fun game to play.
It is.
This is actually
I like
a game.
StarCraft
This
better.
is a game called Thermonuclear War.
Yes.
Where you play with a bunch of people and you'll launch nukes at each other. So don't launch all your nukes at one person in that game.
It's barbaric.
Or else that would be the same as 6-pulling a free-for-all.
All right, let's introduce our players. A lot of the same. We have QXC in the bottom right, Orange Terran. In the bottom right, we also have Vibe, the yellow. That's actually teal. The teal Zerg player, Route 5. In the top right, we have...
How can you mistake teal and yellow?
Leave me alone. In the top right, we have Rise from Complexity, the yellow Protoss. Top middle right-ish, we have the green Protoss player, Desro. Top left, middle-ish, we have Trini XY, the pink Protoss player. Top left, middle, over here, blue Protoss player, the Batman, also known as a giant smurf on Reddit. Shout out to the Reddit crew. There's a Fantasy Pro League Reddit group, and I'm number 4 in it right now, just saying. The bottom left middle, we have Dragon, the Red Terran player, the victor of the last game. Bottom left, bottom side, we have the purple Zerg player Sasquatch from Complexity. And now that we've introduced the players, has anything crazy happened?
Well, Sasquatch is mining gas very early. Is he going fast speed to like do some? Yeah, he is. So he likes to kill people. Sasquatch it fits the characteristics of a true Zerg, and this can be good or bad. He's very bloodthirsty, and it means this type of speed early in a free-for-all, people are going to be caught off guard by it, except that he has this reputation. Everyone knows Sasquatch likes to just go out and kill people early. So, I mean, QXE's walled off. On his other side, Dragon's walled off. Neither one of them is taking any chances
I love this.
with this unknown quantity called Sasquatch.
Well, another thing is, remember last game, QXE, he moved his main to the gold, and I think he died because of it.
He did, yes. So
he's playing a lot more safe. I love it.
There's really no reason to. You're going to mine up both those bases eventually.
QXE and Sasquatch are teammates, by the way, guys. That's what makes that talk that much more awesome. And Sasquatch went straight for QXE with his 7-pull last game.
He would never, though, is what he claims.
Well, he has a gas going. I think we might actually. Oh, no,
I think he took the guys off gas, so he was thinking about it, and then maybe since he was called on it, QXE's got quite a strong wall though.
Now, the greediest person here is going to be Desro and Trini XY over here in the top, both going for crazy Forge expands, trying to desperately wall off these choke points, and it's kind of working.
It's quite a big choke point.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sasquatch attacking Vibe here. Vibe only has drones. He must have stuff in production.
Did Vibe do the pure drone strat?
Yeah.
Drones, I mean, I guess it's kind of working out. He hasn't really lost that many drones, right?
He still hasn't taken a gas. Does Vibe think this is 1v1?
No, Vibe has 2 gases in his.
Well, he hasn't mined from them.
I think he was just disrupted. So, maybe.
Vibe goes to micro. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice little compliments paid to each other.
All right, we have Blink.
He passed the Sasquatch test. That's what we'll call it.
Is this a Blink 4 gate? Okay, Blink.
From who?
Rise.
Yeah.
We have Blink 3 gate with the Mothership core.
Wait, there's 4 Protosses in this game, and they're all along the top.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be like the Protoss?
Oh my gosh, what is the Batman doing? Uh-oh. We have War Prism shenaniganry from the Batman.
What? Poor Dragon.
Oh no!
Dragon's gonna be caught totally off guard.
He's gonna have to lift everything.
He's gonna have to lift everything, move
He still doesn't know this is happening, and now he's gonna see this probe. He's like,
where did that probe come from? I want to see him build cannons with the War Prism. That's always so funny to see.
Oh.
No siege mode yet, so he won't have that. He's gonna go check the corner of his space, and he's gonna be in for an unwelcome surprise. He's got to pull his units back. He's not retreating. Oh,
he's gonna have to pull all of his SCVs. Dragon is not happy. He's like, what's going on?
Types in a certain 4-letter word.
No, there's a Korean character, man. Dragon is killing these zealots and stalkers, or trying to, but it's not gonna happen. The Batman.
So this is what happens if you like Superman more than Batman. This is what happens. You guys should take notes. Everyone should now be a Batman fan for multiple reasons. One being that he doesn't have superpowers, but he's still a really cool guy. And then 2 being that if you like Superman more, the Batman will come into your StarCraft game and he will War Prism 4-gate you. That's what's gonna happen.
Poor Dragon. Of course, Dragon was our champion of the last game, but he's facing
extension.
Yeah, this is a 4-gate War Prism from the Batman, and Dragon has no attacking units on the field. This might be the early end of Dragon in this game. And there's the GG. Dragon will be the first player eliminated after spectacular play in the last game. And the Batman going for a nice little push there.
Don't mess around with the Batman, says the Batman.
That is mess around.
It is.
Yeah.
I can read weird symbols.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yes.
All right. So.
Meanwhile, Trini XY, he says, you know what? Warp gates are pretty good. I'm gonna get me a handful of those because he got a ton of warp gates going up and a Dark Shrine
Ooh.
We may see some Dark Templar shenanigans.
Where is this? Who did this?
Trini XY to top left. And we have another player going Tempest. That would be Mr. Desro. You just point that out.
Yep.
And so we can see a clash. What's better, Dark Templar or Tempest? Who wins in a fight?
Tempest.
You sure?
If you can see the Dark Templar.
Yeah, but the Tempest doesn't have detection.
Mothership Core does.
If a Dark Templar jumps on top of a Phoenix and it uses that so you can jump from the Phoenix onto the Tempest, does the Dark Templar then win?
That should be possible.
It's like riding a little hover car, right?
I love it. I'd love to see that. It'd be really cool.
Hydra.
That might make Dark Templars pretty. Uh-oh.
We didn't see a single Hydra assassin, did we, from either of the servers?
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, we have been told that the servers may or may not go down in the relative near future. So if this game suddenly, I don't know, goes down, then that's why.
Well, it's a race. Who has the most score at the end of the game is what you count. In that case, we'll call the person with the most score the winner. Something like that.
All right.
Should probably try to win before then. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hydralists versus Marines. Guess what? Hydralists are just weaker versions of Marines.
Yes.
This just in. New memo. In case you Zerg players thought Hydralists were good, they're like Marines, but worse.
Yes. And actually,
he chased them.
The Hydra's just.
Oh yeah, but it was like twice the resource cost.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It was like 8
I
Hydras.
mean, he still secures this gold here.
This is true. This is true. But that's not going to stay for long.
What do you think about just building a bunch of static D over here?
I mean, Siege, like, I feel like you have to be flexible to give it up.
Okay.
Because what if, like, 3 people attack you?
That's true.
You'll lose your static D, whereas with the units, you can just retreat, right?
Oh, he's not retreating with the drones.
They're being massacred.
The Hydra's actually...
Hydras are just going to die.
Holding their own, though. I mean, they're trying to prolong the mining time here. Trying to make more.
QC now has, he does no siege mode. That's a problem.
Oh, no, you're right. He doesn't.
Siege mode's very good against Hydralists.
If only the patch has hit already. Someone spoiled that in the patch notes, that you don't need siege mode to siege.
Wow.
You don't need to research.
Marines still working over Hydralists. Hydralists doing decently, but now it looks like the medevacs are going to come in here, and the Hydralist numbers are starting to thin out. Vibe is with some excellent macro, but
we have a battle here
says,
too at the top between Sasquatch and the Batman, and also at the very
Trini
top.
XY and Desro, Void Rays versus Tempest.
Void Rays. Oh, nice little volley there.
You know that looks scary, but didn't actually do that much.
No, you're right.
Tempests are not very good against Void Rays.
I still wanted to make this.
Yeah, it looked really scary though.
Yeah, Tempests are cool.
Meanwhile, Batman has got this like, oh wait, Trini XY, DT harassing the bottom left, but instead of killing the Batman's buildings, he's finishing off the last of what used to be dragons. Making
and
sure
look at this.
Dragon
Maybe the Batman
back.
is going to get enough time here. Oh no, he's not. Alright, Trini XY coming in here with the DTs. Everything's going to die.
This is where you need to warp the mothership over and then use the mothership reveal ability.
Oh.
And you can see those DTs.
You can recall it to that Nexus?
Yeah.
He has to have enough energy. I don't know how much energy.
He needs 150 because he needs 100 for the recall, then 50 for the.
Oh, QXC gonna drop inside Vibe's natural expansion.
I don't know if that worked out. Hydras is so fast on creep.
Meanwhile, this DT's going pretty much to every single base from Trini XY.
He's trying to kill everyone at one strategy.
Yeah.
That's
oh, that's right. That's actually Rise.
Oh.
So both Rise and Trini XY win DTs. And let's see if these Marines try to help out Vibe here.
Tempest and Voiders are still dueling across the top. One thing Desert did that's really smart is he built a couple cannons there. And so he's utilizing, even though Tempest don't beat Voiders in a straight-on fight,
yeah,
he just retreats to his cannons every time.
Yep. That's a great point. And again, as I said at the end of the last game, I feel like Tempest can be very good at this map. And look at this, the Stalkers from the Batman coming to engage Trini XY. Meanwhile, we have a big engagement here from QXC trying to break Vibe. Vibe throwing down some static. The tanks are done, but Vibe is going to pull his Hydras to try to deal with this.
The tanks are distracted shooting Sasquatch's spine crawler.
That's good. Like, Kevin, stop. My spine, bro.
Sasquatch
best chance going down.
Stop, but looks like the all is not happy in the complexity house.
Yeah.
As QXC is forced to back up, and you know, Vibe still maintains his presence in the middle. It looks like Vibe and Sasquatch have almost a peace treaty kind of here.
Yeah. I think you're right, because they could have been, oh, well, there's a spine. I mean, he could have been bungling.
We've got another contender. Desro is trying to make a stand in the middle, adding in a Nexus, and he has that Tempest fleet that is going to continue to be annoying.
Yes, again, I love that decision on this map, just going for the Tempest.
And I think if he could have killed Trini XY a little bit faster, then that natural would be his as well, but the one he just recently killed.
Gosh, everyone's trying to make bases here in the middle of the map to control this gold. And here come the Tempest from Desro, and I think this might be too much for Vibe and Sasquatch to potentially handle. We got some Blink Stalkers coming here from Batman too.
Vibe has had to retreat because QXC's absolutely destroying his main. In fact, Vibe's Hydras could not stand up to the masked Marine medic force that QXC fielded.
Voider is trying to engage all these Tempests, and this might be enough. These are the only anti-air for Desro are these Tempests. Oh, they're all gonna die.
Tempests don't do real against Voider.
No, they don't.
I think we discovered this. This is why he needed those cannons.
Yeah, you gotta just.
And he had a couple at his natural, and that was working for him, but he forgot to keep leapfrogging those cannons forward as his Tempest moved out.
Oh, I think Vibe might be dead. Is he GG?
Yeah, he's right out the game. He's no longer in the game.
Vibe, no.
QXC has finished him off with just a devastating Marine drop. And I mean, Hydra just don't really work against Marines once the numbers scale up to a certain point. Just the medevacs are too good. Meanwhile, it seems like a lot of these Protosses are figuring Mass Blink Stalker is the way to go.
Huh.
Oh, QXC, another drop at the bottom of Sasquatch's base saying, I'm not happy just killing one Zerg.
Yep.
I really do not like Zerg.
I like it.
I'm going to kill all the Zergs, but Sasquatch does not go down as easily as Vibe did. Fighting off against that drop. QXC still has a ton of medevacs somewhere, right? Oh, they just went back home. They went back home.
QXC has 9 medevacs.
So what's going on in the middle? Sasquatch is the only one mining from the middle now. And nobody's really coming in to stop him. I think QXC's doing some drops in his main. The Batman is just trying to get up to 4 bases of economy. But now he's being sieged by Void Rays.
Oh, and Voiders are actually not bad against Stalkers. And they are armed.
Voiders are not bad against, they're good against everything, aren't they?
Except Marines.
Yes. Marines are pretty good. Or
there's a lot of loaded units. Okay, I think that's on purpose. He's gonna go try to drop, trying to draw Sasquatch to come into the middle of the map to leave his main base exposed. There's also a DT in here doing some damage to Sasquatch from Rise.
Oh, but look at Sasquatch's spine force. The medevacs are coming in, but there's so many spines.
Does he have the upgrade on the healing?
I don't think so. Well, we can't tell yet. No, he does not. But you know, it doesn't matter. His Marines are just so powerful. They're plowing through these spines. But the spines are buying enough time. Sasquatch should be able to get back to retreat, except he's so busy fighting at the front.
He's like, die. Why you kill?
Well, I don't see why QXC would be worried at all about Tempest. He has mass Marines.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like there's this High Templar with them. In fact, the Voiders might knock out these Tempests. This time there's Stalker support. The Stalkers are now gone, though, and the Voiders are thirsty for the blood. The Nexus is shooting, though, and that's going to force the Voiders to retreat. In fact, 2 Nexuses at once, both shooting at those Voiders.
Wow, lots of action going on across this map. We have Zealots and DTs in the main base of Desro here, the DTs from Rise. And QXC, meanwhile, trying to clean up the main base of Sasquatch. Fuggle's going down. But I think Blue is looking pretty good at this point.
Blue has a lot of bases. The only thing I'm a little worried about is, okay, never mind, he has Templar. I was about to say, a pure Blink Stalker army won't do too well against either QXC's army or some of the other armies out there. But with this Psystorm support, this is going to be a devastating army, especially now that Sasquatch is a player who had the anti-Storm Stalker army with the Mass Infestor Broodor. But Sasquatch is pretty much out of the game now. He's just retreated to his one base, massing tons of spine crawlers there.
He's been mining the gold for a long time, so he can kind of afford to do this.
He doesn't have many infestors left, though, so he can't really move out from that spot. He's just got to sit tight and wait for everyone else to kill each other.
QXC is actually getting pursued by the Blink Stalkers here. Uprise, an offensive Blink there. You don't see that too often, but we do have that upgrade onto these medevacs. That's not going to be enough, though. So many Stalkers here from Rise. Another offensive Blink straight into QXC. And QXC, he's pretty out of stuff here. I mean, he has so many bases on the field, but he just doesn't have...
He's been trading units so aggressively.
Yeah, like he's been using all of his units to try to kill Sasquatch.
And because he's been trading so aggressively, he hasn't been able to develop that bankroll. Because he's just spending it all as soon as he gets it. Looks like the Batman has decided to make a move.
Uh-oh, High Templar's coming forward. Not sure what they're
he can blink on a Tempest. Is he going to go for it?
Yeah, he's going to try
in.
targeting down one, but here come the charge lots from Desro. There go the storms onto the charge lots, doing a significant amount of damage. More stalkers being warped in here from the Batman. Blinking again underneath the Tempest, trying to target those down. Gonna be successful in Desro.
Oh, but all those other stalkers are move command. They're not fighting. There they go. Finally they fight. And it looks like he has too much for Desro. The Tempests are not so great in a straight-up confrontation. Storming the photon cannons, unfortunately, photon cannons are not damaged by Storm.
All right, it looks like QXC finally building back up his Marine army. The Stalker's trying to get away. Their cooldown is off on the Blink. It'll lose a lot for free. Is Rise trying to get out of there. And now QXC is all of a sudden going for a counterattack, but there's still so many Stalkers here from Rise.
I think QXC's got to slow his gameplay down a little bit because he's got to rebuild, man.
Yeah.
He's only at 100 food, he has no income, no money.
Stalkers. Oh, there are tanks here, but
yes, Rise has this a pure Stalker army.
Yeah, that is correct.
Desro has been eliminated. Trini XY's Void Rays are coming through the map. So how many players are left in this game? Sasquatch has rebuilt a massive Infestor army. He's up to like well, I don't know how many Infestors. It's hard to count.
Units tab.
I think QXC is. Oh, he's going to reestablish these two bases.
He has 8 Infestors.
The Batman is trying to. You know, the Batman might be winning this. He's got a lot of food. He's trying to reestablish the middle. Complexity Rise. It also has a large army, but he's not going to be mining much for very long.
We have a four Infestors loaded up into an Overlord here from Sasquatch. Keep an eye on that, bottom side of the map. Stalkers and Zealots, unit composition of choice from pretty much the 2 biggest armies in this game, the Batman and Complexity's Rise.
Oh, a couple Void Rays fall down there. Rise saying, stay out of my base. Trini XY has just had the smallest squad of Void Rays. He's going to sit there and walk around the map for a little while. He just finishing off Desro's buildings, but Desro has already left the game, which is not a big deal anyway.
4 Infestors, not able to do too much there.
No, they're going to kill a couple of buildings, but you know, QXC doesn't need buildings. He has no real money anyway, so he's got more than enough buildings. QXC needs to get a foothold in the middle, but it's so hard with these giant roving armies. I think QXC needs blue and yellow. He needs the Batman to fight Complexity Rise. If they battle, they're like the 2 giants right now. Ooh, the Batman snuck a little bit close into those siege tanks range.
All right, so we have High Templars coming forward, immediately backing up. There's something weird going on here. Oh, I'll have to look into that.
Something weird?
Yeah, there's like an invisible wall. I don't know. Well, I'll look into that. Oh, DT getting stormed.
Oh, maybe it's. Oh yeah, that area is unwalkable terrain.
Yeah.
That darkened area. It's they can't step there.
Oops. That's on purpose.
Yeah, it is definitely unwalkable terrain around the middle of this map. There's a couple patches of it.
Huh.
Interesting enough.
Yeah.
QXC decides to make his move. The Batman isn't having it. This may give Rise the chance he needs, though. These 2 giants crash.
Great storm going down there from the Batman Marines, melting away to these storms. Huge Blink Stalker force coupled with those High Templars. Rise is just sitting back for now. Again, as you said, just waiting for these 2 guys to clash. And QXC just keeps running into the bad guys. Like, he keeps having fights with everyone.
Rise is coming in now. QXC's got to retreat and let the other 2 duel each other out. You know, QXC did a good job on retaining a large chunk of his army.
Yeah, keeping them as for
Batman is being massacred.
And QXC is content to let this happen, but Rise still has a scary force. Here come the High Templars, trying to thread on storms once again. QXC trying to stay just out of range. Got to be careful about those feedbacks, though. Don't want to lose those medevacs now.
They're very, very valuable medevacs along with that upgrade. As it stands now, Rise lost very little. Batman and QXC both took some significant hits, but Batman is mining a little bit. Batman has a large bank. Wow, I didn't realize this. What about Rise? Rise has no bank. QXC has no bank. So the Batman
has 4K, yeah.
Meanwhile, well, the 3 of them are dueling around the middle. Sasquatch has been slowly pushing out. He says it's my turn to make a move on the middle now. He's only at 78 food, but he's got a lot of Spine Crawlers, Broodlords, and Infestors. So it's really like 780 food.
Uh-oh, could have a pretty big battle here between the 2 biggest factions. Oh my god, there's an aggressive blink from the Batman. Not sure if I agree with that. Blinking right into a bunch of Zealots. Storm's going down there from Rise, he has a pretty strong composition here. He is mined out, though. All these players are pretty much mined out. The only minerals that remain are in the middle, I think.
QXC's got an orbital on the move, or excuse me, a command center on the move.
Watch out with the medevacs.
Oh, no. The medevacs are so damaged from those storms.
Yep.
And QXC's so broke, I don't even know if he can afford to repair them all. He's got to get some mule drops, but Sasquatch's spine crawlers are moving into place.
Oh, he's not going to let this happen.
He's got to do some mule drops.
Oh,
no!
Oh,
the
Fungals going on to the Marines.
Luckily, nothing dies, because the medevacs are really good. There you go. Now a few Marines die once the Reapers get in action.
QXC desperately trying to mine some minerals here.
He got a few.
He got a
few golds. Now he's going to return. And that may be just enough to replace his losses. We'll see here. Sasquatch, does he have drones anywhere, though? Oh, he's got some back in his main, so he can start long-distance mining as well.
Server goes down. Oh.
Apparently not.
So who wins?
The person with the highest score wins. I would say the Batman wins that one.
You think so?
I think the Batman.
But he 4-gated Dragon in the early game.
Warp Prism 4-gated, and
True.
Dragon asked for it.
He did.
He said, I like Superman more than Batman. You do not tell Batman that you like someone else more than him.
You don't do that.
No.
You don't do that.
No. I mean, he'll pop out of nowhere hanging upside down. What are you doing?
Sounds like that was really good. All right, so server just went down.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break and figure out what's gonna happen here.
Right.
But guys, stick around. We definitely have more content coming your way. Of course, after this, we're gonna have rules of engagement.
That's right. And I mean, that's on
Tactics of the Bazaar.
In fact, we'll take a quick break. We'll go over the patch notes a little bit.
Yeah, we'll go over the patch notes because the patch notes just hit. So we're gonna take a quick break, guys. Don't go anywhere. Again, congratulations to the Batman. We're gonna say he won that last game. Of course, Dragon won game number 1. He won that free-for-all. And thanks again to all the players that participated. Again, this is happening every single week, exact same time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Mondays, King of the Hills. Tuesday, 2v2v2v2. Wednesday, free-for-all. Thursday, show match. Friday, King of the Hill again. So, guys, stay tuned. We're going to go over the patch notes that just hit when we come back.